Whoa, what is going on, good people? Yes, I am very sad. I am very upset. But going to the game was fun. Okay, going to the game was fun. But I'm very sad and I'm very upset that the Ravens defense does what the Ravens. Oh, wait, I'm used to this. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, I got the text. They said DJ, you're a
Hold
Ravens
my
fan. You're used
beer.
to this. Uh,
Hold my
what
beer.
what a week, except for Justin, who somehow, if Justin Herbert doesn't throw a pick six, that bum. If Justin Herbert doesn't throw a pick six, they probably lose that game too. And then also, I mean, let's be honest, okay? Let's
Wait, but
be
wait,
honest,
but wait.
guys.
Hold on. Before you go any further, though, at least we all can say our team scored points.
We're not the Colts. Oh, sorry.
Are you ready?
Nipples. Sorry for our one viewer who is live right now. Who
Well,
probably is
and
like,
and sorry to Matt Ryan for a live look of what it was like playing in that game.
um, yeah. So, speaking of, but I do want to say this, Casey. On the bright side, congratulations. What Pat McAfee is a Hall of Fame inductee, or is he a finalist? Because that's about the only win the Colts got this week.
I have nothing to say to you.
He's
It must
speechless.
suck.
Okay,
To
don't get me
suck.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't have much to talk about myself, considering the debacle that is the Ravens
The Bigs
defense.
got the wins.
The debacle that is the Ravens defense in an organization that is a run first organization that can't run the ball, and a defensive organization that gave up 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Okay, cool. Anyway, the frustration is real.
Hold my beer.
Uh, Adam, you got anything you want to say about the Brownies before
I
Justin
norm-
can live in his victory fantasy land over there?
No, he gets no time this week. I reclaim Justin's time too, so that we're just getting that out of the way. I normally do not do this because I understand the difficulty of this league in preparation, playing it. I get all that. But I am sick and tired of hearing the same excuse of, oh, we had a miscommunication. With all except one player, it's been the same personnel for a couple of years now. That ship has sailed a long time ago. You cannot, with the same defensive coordinator, the same scheme, etc., you cannot have this many breakdowns in communication and give up easy, easy touchdowns to a team who you outplayed that day. You got lucky the week before with a couple of calls and a great kick by Cade York. This week, you had the game won. Minute 55, no
Shoot, besides that
timeouts.
last part, I thought you were talking about the Ravens for a minute.
That's why I keep saying hold my beer. You had here's my thing. I would have if I was a Ravens fan, I would have accepted that loss just because you saw the things percolating to a fever pitch of how that game was going on. Dude, I was smiling, I'm laughing, I'm giggling, I'm finding out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. In the blink of an eye, I lost by 1. I lost by 1. And I was going to go to this game, but due to some circumstances, I decided to stay home. And thank God I did, because that would have been a very, very long drive home. Or I would have crashed into the medium on the highway, listening to Jim Donovan lay out the travesty that was happening before my eyes. You were up 13, missed extra point. A 60-yard bomb to Corey Davis, and you can't recover an onside kick. And to any Browns fan or anybody that's objectively a football fan, I do not want any hate towards Jacoby Brissett. He was flawless in that game. I don't want to hear about the pick. The guy's trying to make a play. There's one timeout left. You're trying to get a little bit more manageable than just a 50-yard field goal. In hindsight, being 2020, should Nick Chubb gone out of bounds? Yes, he should have. But that's way after the fact. It's easy to make that call. That was going to put you up. It did put you up 2 scores. That is plenty in this league to win the game. And this hasn't happened since 2001. And do you want to know who it was who gave up that many points in a short amount of time? To the fucking Bears. I remember that like it was yesterday. Screw you, Mike Brown. Not that Mike Brown, by the way. So I was physically ill after that game. I'm like, I'm just gonna forget about this. I'm gonna lay down and take a nap. It took me forever to fall asleep. I'm still shocked. So just you cannot have this amount of breakdowns of communication. It's like you're getting paid a lot of money. But what I was going to start off with, like, I never thought I'd say this, but fire Joe Woods. We have a Super Bowl caliber defense, and we are not playing up to snuff. But to the players, and a lot of that I put on coaching. You cannot have it's the easiest thing in the world. Don't let anybody get behind you. That's it. Seriously. And it's happened 2 weeks in a row.
Oh wow. I mean, I feel like you just summed up the Ravens week in a blink of an eye.
It was
I just the funny part is, like, it wasn't even shocking me what was happening, because the Ravens expend a lot of resources, money. I think they took some money out of my wallet this week to pay the defense, and this is what the defense does. All those big games that Lamar Jackson has lost, the offense has been within one score of a lot of those games, and if the defense that gets paid a lot of money to play good defense could get one stop in this particular game out of 4 scoring drives, or maybe, I don't know, maybe just make them nickel and dime you down the field, as opposed to letting Tyreek Hill say, all right, y'all, I see y'all on that one.
Wait, how many points were the Miami Dolphins down by in the fourth quarter?
It was
28 points.
It was 28-7. It was 28-7.
It was 28-7, and then I think it was 35-14. And I think
pretty much.
I think it was 35-14 in the fourth quarter, like going into the fourth quarter. Like, this game was
much
over. Like, all you had to do was run. All the best running team of the last 2 years had to do was run the football, and they can't do that. Why is that? Why, you may say, can't they do that? Because they don't have the personnel right now, because Kenyon Drake is awful. Justice Hill can't hit a hole, and freaking Mike Davis is old and slow. It's not the Carolina Panthers Mike Davis that had that 1 year of fame. Like, it's so frustrating. But at the same time, it's week 2, and I'm waiting for JK to come back, and I'm waiting for Gus to come back.
Yeah, I was about to say,
like,
also, you guys need JK back with a quickness.
I'm also waiting for some of the corner depth to come back. Like, Marcus Peters should not be playing the amount of snaps he was, but Marlon Humphrey got hurt, so he was forced into more action. Like, you got rookies out here playing one-on-one on Tyreek Hill, which is an issue within itself that I'm not even gonna
because
address.
I'll say this. And anybody that's a Dolphins fan, I'm sorry, I'm still not buying Tua, because even on a couple of those plays, freaking Tyreek still had to stop and turn around.
Yeah. Well, and 2, like, my thing is, you know, when you have a guy who has a weakness, you should probably exploit that weakness. I don't know why they weren't trying to make him throw short anyway, but and that means, like, give Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle all the cushion you can and let him throw it short. Like, let him go to his strengths, yes, but, like, are they really going to beat you down the field by nickel and dime you? Probably not. The way that they got back into that game, especially with the time that they had, the way they got back into that game was they scored in freaking seconds.
Yep.
Right? They scored like it was nothing.
Chunk plays.
And
chunk plays.
I mean, and like, the best way to take away a historic day from Lamar Jackson is to give gift wrap. I mean, is it Christmas yet? Is it to his birthday or something? Like, was they feeling generous? Give this man, gift wrap it for him, a comeback, a historic comeback where he throws 6 touchdowns on a historically good defense.
I thought it was 5 touchdowns. Was it 6?
No, it was 6.
It was 6 touchdowns.
Oh
It's
yeah, it was 6. Yeah.
It was 6. And shout out to Tino's time, by the way, too. So shout out to him for coming by. Because I saw the comment earlier. But real quick, Casey, are you even like still sane over there? Because I don't understand how year after year the Jacksonville Jaguars can just, you know, that they just sit at home all week and they're like, well, the Colts coming up, so we ain't got to prepare for this one because the Colts just cannot play in Jacksonville. What is it? Is it the cons? It's got to be, right? It's got to be the cons. It's got to be. Something is up over there in Jacksonville when the Colts come to town because they surely don't play like that the whole rest of the year.
I blame Nick Gage.
I blame Chris Jericho.
Perfect.
It's Chris Jericho's fault.
I blame your dirty whore mouth that doesn't know how to shut up.
Well, as one famous person once said, I called it. Anyway,
you did. I called it. I called it for about 3.5 quarters with the Ravens. I'm like, they're just gonna boat race them, and they're on their way to that. And 6 touchdowns, 6 freaking touchdowns. I mean, granted, and I'm happy that they lost, but still, I still just could not believe. I could not believe what I was seeing. That's the other thing. The only bright side of my weekend was that everybody in the AFC North lost.
Me too. Right. That's the thing, though. That shows you how badly injured and brutally injured the Ravens season was last year. They're still dealing with injuries from last year.
Yep.
Gus got hurt before the season last year. JK got hurt before the season last year.
Harbaugh said, "Just put it on my tab."
Justin, speaking of Justin, I don't think I said Justin at all in that sentence. But anyway, Justin.
Maybe you said Justin. Maybe
Nice.
you were talking to Justin Tucker.
Do
I
we
don't
Just
know.
incredible.
We have to talk to this guy because, like, nobody
I
wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it.
I mean, I'm not okay. So I'm gonna say the Chiefs. They didn't play that good.
And go Lions, by the way.
Yeah, go Lions. The Chiefs. They pretty. I mean, Patrick Mahomes didn't play that good on that Thursday night game, which I'm trying to remember everything that happened in that game. Well, I mean,
was Patrick the one with the pick six, or was that our boy Justin Herbert?
that was the boy. That was Justin Herbert.
That was Hoybert.
And I can't remember
Albeit it
what
was a good
Watson.
play.
I can't remember what Watson was because we had a couple of Watsons that one that made a touchdown. I think it was.
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't Deshaun. Sorry.
I think it was Jalen Watson. I think he did the pick six on the Chargers tight end. Which what's the tight end for the Chargers? I'm trying to figure out his name. But if he would have never stopped, if he would have kept going, he probably would have got that touchdown. Like if he didn't stop in the middle of that play, they probably would have got the touchdown. If that pick six ever happened, probably the Chiefs would have lost that game because like the Chiefs didn't look that good. I mean, a lot of the Chargers were kind of giving the Chiefs like giving the looks like from a lot of teams did last year. They were kind of laying back a little bit. Patrick Mahomes had to do a lot of the short passes and stuff. And then we got that big bomb to I think it was Justin Watson. Which I wasn't expecting that there, but yeah, I mean a win's a win. I mean, I'm just happy the Chiefs got the win. This was they needed to win this game here.
I would have taken one last week.
Yeah, I think all of you guys would have, and I could have sworn that the Browns.
Wait a minute. Let's bring this up. Casey's already like, nothing happened. It's not even Sunday yet. There's nothing to talk about because it hadn't happened yet. Everybody just shut up. And then this motherfucker is like, well, sorry guys, the only guys that can claim a victory this week is me and the Brownies. And I said, you want to rethink that, you son of a bitch?
And then I went to go look back at the score because I could have sworn that I didn't look back at the score, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Sir, for a minute 55, I thought I was, cruising my way to having a great Sunday. And then I went to then I went to Suicide Watch.
I mean, if Casey didn't have 8 teams, he probably. I mean, you can't get any more
his
lucky
wins.
than having 8
Casey's
teams.
wins don't count. They're negated. His wins don't count.
And
He
it
only-
doubly negated because you let the overrated Cardinals come back and win in Raiderade land. Now it's full-fledged haterade with the worst. Oh, it was the most exciting 2-point conversion ever. Screw you. There's no reason for that to happen. Tyler or not, that was embarrassing.
I thought it was funny though because it made me miss Hollywood a little bit, not gonna lie. But also
Hogan?
sometimes
Hollywood
but,
Brownie.
but I kind of want the Raiders to lose just because they're in the AFC. Like the Cardinals can look
Fuck the
terrible, and
Raiders.
the Cardinals can literally look terrible
You
every
watch
single
your
week
dirty
and still like they can look terrible every single week and lose, and and win is completely fine as long as they're playing an AFC opponent. Like the Raiders are gonna look back and be like, we should have won that game and they didn't, and it could be a defining game. I mean, all of us probably had a week like
All right,
like
week
that.
3. Let's
See, the only other team I don't, that don't really hate in the AFC West is the Chargers, because it's always a fun competition. I always like to see the Chargers do good, but yeah, fuck the Raiders.
You don't
And
think Justin
All
Herbert's
right,
a little bit
week
overrated
3.
right now?
Let's go to week 3.
also Bengals.
Bengals. You spend all that money. Avocados from Mexico. You spent all that money on that offensive line, and he's already got 8 sacks on him. What the hell? They lost to wish list Andy Dalton in Dallas, Texas, Daddy. What is you talking about? Jamar Chase is flipping the bird. He ain't getting nothing. I'm telling you, the Super Bowl hangover is legit. Joe,
Hey, DJ.
Mike Brown,
Dennis?
whatever the hell their coach's name is, lay off the White Claws. Lay off the White Claws.
I mean, DJ, you
That's
called
right. I kept saying Zach Jackson.
Hey, DJ, you called it. You said they're gonna come right back down to earth.
See, I
Earth.
called it.
Earth.
Anyway, I see, and that's the thing, because just imagine if Lamar Jackson came out here and threw for 199 and 1 touchdown. Oh goodness, we would be so upset. And Joe Burrow coming back down to earth, that bum, he ain't cool. He's just a bum. He's a bum. I hope they keep losing. I just hope it happens.
Oh, same.
The Jets.
They got the
please.
Jets.
Come on, Joe. Do it again.
I will gladly eat crow if Joe Flacco can pull off the impossible. The impossible. I'll be like, see, he is elite. The man is elite, daddy.
I'll go
He's
buy
elite.
me.
You
I'll
got your
go buy
mouth.
me a Jets jersey if they win.
Please don't. Please don't. I'm not going that route. Let's not get too crazy.
I mean, the weird part is like there's some weird rookie that has number 5 on the Jets. Why didn't Joe just take that from him? I didn't.
Who cares? It obviously worked.
Because he's too nice. He goes like, "Nah, he wants to let that guy have it."
Oh, but and it was funny. I was watching an interview with him or something before the Ravens game, and he was talking about how his kids say that he's trash, and he's got to like look up his own highlights and be like, "That was me,"
I got kids. He's the Heath Slater of football.
Oh, let's jump right into it. Thursday Night Football. Steelers at Browns. Since Casey obviously wants to forget the drubbing that the Colts got delivered to them by the Jaguars.
By the way, is there anybody that is less hyped than Trevor Lawrence? All right, guys, let's go out there. Let's do what we do and let's have some fun. Yeah, I'm gonna run through a wall for that guy.
Just in case we forgot, it was 24-0. That is 0 for the Colts, 24 for the Jaguars. So
And then they tied the week before. You can't forget about that.
so much for getting rid of Carson Wentz, and that was the
So what you telling me?
yeah, getting rid of Carson Wentz was
This is good. I like this. This is a lot better.
oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Why did we give this man control? Can we? Is there
all
one
right, week three. We're gonna stop frustrating Casey now about his 24-0 loss to the Jaguars. For the 8th straight, or it might be 9 straight years now.
It's 8. It's since 2014. They have not won in Jacksonville.
Hey, Jacksonville's winning the division.
The crazy part is Casey is literally muted and kicks everyone out to say nothing. Make it make sense. Anyway, week 3. Week 3. The no, I'm kidding. The Steelers going up against the Brownies. The refs. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm gonna go with the Browns on this one. Hopefully, Adam comes back to pick this game. I'm gonna go with the Browns on this one because I think the Browns have a much more uphill climb than the Steelers do over the first, especially 11 games of their season with Deshaun Watson not being there. So because of that, I think I want to put the Steelers at as much of a disadvantage as I can throughout the season. So I'm going with the Browns because the Browns are already at a disadvantage without Deshaun Watson. Now, can they right the ship and figure it out? I mean, they've done a pretty decent job so far. So I need them to win this game against the Steelers and bring them bums back down to earth. They should be 0-2. Anyway, let's see, Justin, who you got?
Give me the Brownies to win here.
Okay. What about Casey? Is he even here? Is he even alive? This is like I've never seen Casey this quiet in my life. It's probably a good thing.
Steelers?
I think he said he was going with
I think he says the Steelers.
You're damn right I did. I said the Steelers. They
The
gonna
Wheelers?
They gonna beat those Brownies.
Is that a spiteful pick?
It's a spiteful pick.
They don't
It's
even
a
know
spiteful
how to.
pick.
They don't even wear brown helmets.
But they
And
wear
they're the
brown
Browns.
jerseys. But they wear brown jerseys. So
They should be called the Broranges because they have brown and orange.
he has
Yeah.
the most illogical viewpoint to a team that is named after a guy.
Brown is color.
And it's a fucking name.
I mean, and it's
And
obviously
the
named
Creight
after Jim
Dolphins is
Brown,
not a
let's be
real
honest.
team. Yes, son of a bitch.
Yes, it is.
24-0.
Adam, how you feeling on this?
I'm surprised you could talk with all that salt in your mouth.
I'm surprised you can talk without that.
All that salt from the Jacksonville waters, that ocean.
Oh,
You might
so
need
it's-
to pour some salt on that wound.
So, unfortunately, we're gonna be out with Clowney this week, which sucks. But after that, I would say injury right offhand. But I said just sit him for the rest of the game. No sense of furthering the damage. It's fine. Boy, did it show when he wasn't in there. And Miles was on the injury report today, and it said neck. Now, there was nothing that after the game in his press conference or anything that I heard from yesterday that indicated that he was hurt. And it's still got a day and a half. Like, who knows what it is. But if he's not in on Thursday, that's really going to put them behind the 8 ball. And that means you have to generate pressure by blitzing the hell out of Trubisky. and Trubisky's not the answer. Like they tried. If I'm Pittsburgh after this week, I'm going after Tannehill or Winston because I don't think Pickett's ready either, and Mason's a racist. I mean, not ready for this league. I still say they win because no TJ Watt. Hayward's going to play, but he's banged up, and they're not. Their defensive numbers are a little skewed because they got all those picks against Cincy, and they didn't look good at all against New England. That game was a dumpster fire. So yes, I'm still going to go with Cleveland. It's not a must win, but it's a must win for getting the bad taste out of your mouth from this past Sunday, which is why I'm partially glad that the game is this Thursday because of the quick turnaround. So I know there's a lot of adversity. You got to clean up this crap that's happening in the secondary. Can't have that anymore. You know, it happens to everybody. It happens to all teams, but not continuously. That's the good teams don't let that happen time and time again. This is a good team with or without Deshaun Watson, and Jacoby has proven that he can go. No, the Jets aren't a great team, but that was a perfect get well game, if you will. And by the way, boy, am I glad that we have Amari Cooper and Dallas. What is you doing giving away Amari Cooper for just a 5th round pick? But thank you. It was sensational.
Thank you.
For the record, the Ravens had like 5 4th round picks, and they couldn't give Dallas one of those for Amari Cooper. Just ask it. Just ask it.
Sorry.
Just ask it. You know, I'm just asking. I like Bateman. I do. But I'm just saying, one more weapon.
But hey, how about Duvernay?
Hey, Duvernay's good.
Duvernay's
like, the thing is, the talent is there, but like the best way to grow these receivers is to have one more big name guy out there that we're like, okay, we got to worry about him. So then when Duvernay go off, okay, then.
All right,
like,
I'll do it. God, I'll play this.
But yes, Cleveland 28, Steelers 6.
Are they
They
going
go for 2 and miss.
Are they going to cover the spread?
Well,
I don't even know what the spread is for this game. Case, you're the stats guy.
I would imagine just because I would imagine that we're favorite, probably not by a lot. Let me actually look at that real quick. Browns, Steelers, point spread like the butter going on my toast. The Browns are a 3.5 favorite. I would say that's pretty accurate. If I'm a bet man, then yes,
6 is not 3. That's not much. Anyway, okay.
No, but what I'm saying is
3 touchdowns. I get it. I see what you're saying.
No,
3.5 touchdowns.
You do not. Well, yes, we gonna do that and then some. What I'm saying is that they clearly are gonna beat them by more than just 4 points.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're not only are they gonna cover, they're gonna.
So they're gonna beat them by 5. I get it. Okay.
No. They're gonna win 28-6. Do the math.
Saints at the Panthers. 28 minus 6 equals 3. Cool. The Saints at
Do you know how to look at point spreads?
No, actually, I have no idea.
Okay. So
this is why you don't bet.
The point line, or the point spread. Whoever is minus that amount is the
The
favorite.
favorite. Okay.
Yeah, you dummy.
So Vegas is giving points to the Steelers. So that means to cover, the Browns have to beat the Steelers by 4.
You mean cover him like a blanket?
It's simple math, guys. Come on.
Exactly. Now, for the Steelers to cover, they only have to lose by 3 or win outright.
Aha.
That is the point of the point spread.
I see. I see. Okay.
This is why DJ doesn't bet.
It's
The
fun.
Saints-
It's a lot of fun.
the Saints at the Panthers. I
Makes
think
you
the
angry a
Saints
lot.
are frauds, and I think the Panthers are finding their cohesion this week against the Saints in those bumps. So go Panthers. That's how I'm feeling about that. Justin, who you
Panthers win.
got? Okay. Casey, who you got?
I'm going
In the Saints.
with the Kakalaki hissing.
What'd you call him? The Kakalaki?
The Kakalakis, the Kakalaki cats.
Hissy
Okay.
cats.
The Kakalaki hissing cat.
Hissy cat.
Adam, who you got?
What the hell was that? That was not
Was
Sound like Donald
the
Duck.
opening? Was that the opening to Sable's theme song?
Bum,
Jesus.
Yes, I owned all WWF the music.
Actually,
I
Adam
know.
sings all of it.
I know you want me. I mean, okay.
It sounded like Donald Duck trying to do her entrance music.
You gotta do a Donald Duck impersonation.
I can't say words with doing that. So there you go. Shut up. No, so to be different, and the fact because I want to see Matt Rule fired, I'm going to go with the Saints. Just because I'm not even just saying because I don't think they're putting Baker in a good position, and
You know they're just gonna blame Baker, right? Like they always.
well, of course they already did. Like I heard the commentary, a little bit of the commentary today about, like he was erratic and missing guys left and right, whatever. Though Robbie Anderson's good, but like he's not getting any help from that line, and like you can only go to McCaffrey so much. I mean, Robbie's good, but like they don't have he doesn't have time to let the play breathe in order to hit a shot downfield unless you're going against the Browns secondary and they don't pay attention to Robbie Anderson. He just flies 75 yards downfield. Anyway, but no, just
You
be
say that like that
different.
happens sometimes.
It did. 24-0. So I'm gonna go with the Saints. This game is not going to be great. I do believe the Saints are frauds. Like I said I think last week, I'm not as high on the Saints as a lot of people are. Their defense is still okay, but this past week, this is Jameis. He's turned it around one week, and then next week he's gone back to 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Well,
It's because of the crab legs.
You know his coach said, well,
W's.
what did he say? Anyway, if y'all haven't seen that video, it's a must watch.
It's hilarious. He is an odd duck. He is an odd.
Wait, what video?
He was in a post game interview, and he was like, they were like, what did your coach say about, kind of, how you're playing today? And he was like, well, my coach said, well, what did he say? And then he said what he said, and I'll have to send it to you. The Texans at the Bears. After the way the Bears played against the Packers, which I know they can't beat the Packers, even if the Packers were on one leg with
The Packers
two
own
hands
them.
tied behind their back.
They're 0 for the century against Rodgers.
I'm going with the Bears on this one against the quarterback I don't believe in, Davis Mills. Yeah, I'm going.
They
I'm going
do.
with the Bears. Going with the Bears on this one. Is anybody going with the Texans at all? Speaking of,
No, I don't believe we are. But let me ask you something. How many passes, without looking it up, how many passes do you think Justin Fields threw on Sunday?
I'm gonna say it's an absurd number, so I'm gonna go with 59.
77.
69.
How about 11?
Oh wow, who's he? Mac
Oh.
Jones?
11 passes.
Who's he? Mac Jones? Didn't they just sign like a big free agent wide receiver or something? I'm tripping.
Mooney, and there's some guy that he was hitting left and right in the preseason. I understand it's preseason, but dear God, like
and it's not like they really have a run like that. Like it's not.
No,
like,
and
it'd be different if they had like this stud running back. Like David Montgomery's good, but
yes, I was
he
saying
is
he's all
not
right. But
freaking
my
Jordan
God,
Howard in his
no,
prime.
absolutely not. But I just in the NFL, you don't do that. Like that's Tebow numbers. So, like that's why I want them to set Justin free, not this Justin, but Fields free. He needs to go. It was a mistake to draft him there. He should have gone to Atlanta or San Francisco, but that's just me.
So if no one wants to pick the Texans, I think we can move forward.
Yeah, Bears.
The Chiefs at the Colts.
No, as Tino said, bear down.
The Chiefs.
There was a bear
like,
down.
Like there's a bear down or okay. The Chiefs at the Colts. There's no way the Colts win this game.
Chiefs next.
The Colts have not shown any reason why they'll win this game. And
you have Jonathan Taylor, for God's sakes.
This is basically a bye week for the Chiefs.
Fuck you.
I mean,
Casey, are you even picking the Colts?
I don't want to talk about it.
So no. Okay, moving on.
He's picking the refs. He's picking the refs.
Moving on. The Bills at the Dolphins. I'm going to be honest with all of you here and say that the Dolphins are going to upset the Bills in this game. The Dolphins are at home, right? It's a divisional game. They should, if they want to win the division, they're going to have to win one of these games against the Bills. And the best bet is going to be in Miami. I think they're gonna find a way to win this game against the Bills. I think it's going to be an offensive onslaught, but I think the Dolphins are going to find that little bit of an edge to get over the Bills on this one, which is going to set up for a Bills-Ravens matchup where the Bills are going to lose this week. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Justin, who you got, Dolphins or Bills?
With after the way the Bills performed last night, also the Titans, they need to get rid of Vrabel. They need.
I mean, it was the Titans. They're literally in full rebuild mode.
Yeah, that was a bad game last night. You know what? I would like to go with the Dolphins, but I don't know. I just don't know if I trust them this week. Maybe if they beat the Bills this week, then I'll have more faith in them. Like I didn't even have much faith in them last week. I picked the Ravens last week. I'm kind of on the same, I'm on the same train with Adam here. I don't believe in like all the hype around Tua. I just think
he don't get hype. He stays hype.
So yeah, I think the Bills win this week.
Tua Raleigh.
All right. Maybe that's what that's who Trevor Lawrence should take hype lessons from, Mojo Raleigh. Casey, how you feel about this one?
You took hype lessons in the
feeling
library.
the Billy Bills or the Dolphins? Can you even pick this game?
Listen, I'm gonna get real hype about this game. All right, let me explain to you how hype I'm gonna get.
He sounds really quiet over there.
We beat the Colts 24-0.
Fuck you.
It was right there.
I hate y'all. I hate all of y'all.
You know what, guys? These the Colts. We beat them here every year for the last.
I'm going with the Miami Williams.
Okay.
Is there a Williams that plays for Miami? Is there?
I don't know.
You're the stat guy.
I mean-
I might look it up. See if
I
there's
mean,
a
last week,
Damian Williams. No, I'm
last
just
week it
kidding.
looked like Pepe Williams was playing for him after he let. Sorry. Anyway, Adam, thoughts?
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia, baby.
All right. All right. The Lions at the Vikings. I feel like somebody jinxed Kirk Cousins and they said he was going to be MVP. It wasn't me, even though I'd probably say something outlandish like that. But
It was you.
no, it wasn't. It was somebody on national television in front of a wide audience. But
Was it Irvin?
no, it was
It was Colin.
It was
No, I'm just
Peter
kidding.
Schrager, I think, on NFL Network. Anyway, the Lions win this game because the Vikings are going to be bums. I after last week's game, I am convinced the Vikings are going to be bums. So go Lions. And the Lions might sneak up and win this division. They might do it. They might do it. Is
There's-
anybody picking the Vikings? Does anybody want to
I'm
pick
picking
the
the
Vikings?
Vikings. Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings.
Taking the Minnesota.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Casey, are you taking the Minnesotas?
This is a tough one, yeah. This is a tough one, yeah. I'm going with the winner of the game.
I hate this man. So if the Lions win, you're going
Right.
with them. And the Vikings
Right.
win, you're going with them. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. I get you.
He's going with the
It's
person
not
that
that hard.
loses this game. Okay.
I'm going with the winner of the game.
Okay. The Ravens at the Patriots. Well, let's see how the Ravens respond after the ridiculousness that was last week. Offense looks good. They looked good the last 2 weeks. I think they'll look good in this one. It's just the defense being disciplined, which they've struggled with over the past 2 to 3 years. Top 5 defense on paper and literally in the league until you need them to be a top 5 defense. So let's see how they respond. I think they'll respond well. It's only Mike McDonald's second game. This will be his third one. Hashtag we got McDonald's at home. But nonetheless, I think they'll be fine. I think this will be a high scoring game. Hopefully for the Ravens and the turnovers have been good too. It's been a while since the Ravens have had turnovers in back-to-back games and been consistent with that. For a while, they were kind of the standard for that. But after last year, especially with the injuries and everything, they couldn't be that. So I think they'll get back on track here. They got a tough one against the Bills, and they got the Bengals after that. So should on Sunday Night Football, I think. So should definitely be a lot of fun. Could really set the things straight a little bit. So Ravens, I'm hoping by a bunch. Casey, who you got? You were the last person to talk, so
Oh man.
What's
I
happening
hate
over
that.
there?
I hate everything about this game. I'm going with the refs.
Okay.
And that's a spiteful pick.
Justin.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. Also, so this member from the Flag Zone podcast, he was at the game, the Ravens game this past weekend. His name's
What?
Roger. I go like, did you guys meet up? You guys, should,
I don't care though. Like, who cares?
Well, DJ might care because he's a
We-
Ravens fan.
We maybe did, and we didn't know it.
You maybe did. You maybe would have, ran into each other. Like, oh man, I'm sorry, ran into
But
you.
like they lost though.
I mean, it's true.
Just like the Colts. At least we scored, though.
Hey, 24-0.
We didn't want to score. That's what it was.
I see.
It's like me saying, "Oh, I didn't want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl because I didn't like their T-shirts that 1 year." Remember that?
You didn't have to remind us of that. Adam.
Damn.
Adam's dying over there.
Oh.
Casey.
Yes.
Casey.
Yes.
Knock knock.
Nobody's
Who?
home.
Let me ask. Okay, who's there?
Owen.
Shut
Owen
the fuck
who?
up.
Owen 2.
Well, actually, no. It's hold on. wait, because it's one. No, it's 0-1-1.
It's Owen
Why are
2.
you trying to make logic? So,
Yeah,
It's
it's
Owen.
Owen. It's Owen too.
It's Owen 2. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, man,
I hate all these.
bro.
I am never picking I'm taking the Ravens.
I never picked.
Bengals.
I do not believe in Mac Jones at all. They won last week, yes, but it was petty theft because the Steelers are bums. And by the
you
way,
know what? I'm
and
not
by
even
the
mad
way,
about it.
Permane brothers said, "Oh, why TJ Watt is out? We'll give him a job at Permane Brothers." And TJ's like, "I'll tackle anybody that gets fries and coleslaw on the side." I'm like, "Hey, watch out! You might tear that other back."
Oh, anyway, Bengals at the Jets.
Jets, let's go.
Yep, I'm putting the Bengals on upset alert.
Jets.
I think the Bengals will turn it around, not to the point of them making the playoffs, but I think they'll turn it around. Not against the Jets. They're just going to look bad for like the first 4 weeks, and we're going to be like, "What the heck is going on?" So I'm going with the Jets. I think the Jets are gonna sneak this thing out. The Bengals just look like they partied a little too hard after losing the Super Bowl. So
Fly Jets fly.
let's be honest. Does anybody want to pick the Bengals?
They were a bunch of Gronks.
Fly Jets fly. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
I think that's the Eagles. But anyway,
That's the Eagles.
take off. Let's take off.
No, they're actually saying it's
Benny and
Jets.
the Jets.
Don't
Casey,
crash, Jets. Don't crash.
Casey, who you got on this one? The Jets or the Bengals? The Bengals.
What website do you use? Because I'm on the app and you are just jumping around the games right now.
He uses Google.
I'm on NFL.com.
Stop using
I'm on the
it.
app also.
The official.
Sir, you don't pay attention to stats and shit. You don't care.
He don't even barely pick any of the games. That's why I don't understand why he's so up in arms about this.
Use the Appy app. What the hell?
Also, by the way, Adam, who's in the lead for predictions this year so far?
Hey,
I'm not doing that this year. I'm like, let's just have fun with it. That took years off my life, particularly last year when I was solidly in the lead, and then 1 week screwed everything up, and then you ran away with it, which pissed me the fuck off.
That's the real reason why it's not doing it. Casey, who you got?
Well, duh, you son of a bitch.
I'm going with the Jets. You son of a bitch.
Okay. The Raiders at the Titans. Is anybody in their right mind picking the Titans?
Raider, baby.
Can I pick a tie because I can't trust the Raiders and the Titans suck. They need to tighten up that offense and that squad. The Henrys is dethroned. He's hurt. He's like a stump out there running with a big old ponytail.
Can I pick Johnson for this?
The Titans suck. The Titans suck.
Yep. Okay.
The Titans ain't no Tannehill. Can I pick the refs? Can I pick a tie?
Baby, do you know that?
Wednesday night seconds.
All right, I'm gonna assume that nobody really wants to pick
Hey, Mom, don't come in.
Go away, I'm watching wrestling.
The Eagles at the Commanders. The Eagles look good. The Eagles look good.
I can't with the.
What did I do this time?
Everything.
I don't understand.
Everything.
I'm going with the Eagles. Justin, who you got?
Fly, Eagles fly. Okay, I got that one right.
Casey, who you got?
What's the game?
The Eagles at the Commanders.
Go, commies, go.
Okay. Adam.
No, but you got to pick the game though.
Oh, sorry. Let's go, Commando.
Okay.
Well, why do we give this? Why give we give this man a microphone? I don't get it.
I'm gonna
Adam,
go
who you
to
got?
Oh,
just
so
start that chant.
come on and make it up. Jalen Hurts so good. They are legit. They are legit. Now, again, I think it's partially petty theft because I think the Vikings are not as good as we possibly thought. But
The Vikings are
I'm
not as
a
good as we thought they were.
I'm a what's that?
The Vikings are not as good as we thought they were.
And we let them off the hook.
You know, we have to make a clip of you saying that throughout the whole season. Let's get
What? Come on and make it up.
No, not that.
Jalen Hurts so good. Come on, you like the singing, baby.
Oh Lord.
I'm just ambushing.
oh.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about they're not as good as we thought they were.
They not as good.
And you know what I gotta say about that? Period. Period. Anyway.
Wait, what?
I'm still waiting for
I
that.
don't get it, but that made me laugh.
I'm waiting for that fire remix, comma.
I'm waiting, but wait a minute. I'm waiting for the other fire remix of "It's About Damn Time." I need to stop giving this man ideas because he's a jerk and actually follows up with them.
The Jaguars at the Chargers.
Go
Chargers,
Chargers, go.
This is a revenge game. Go Chargers, go!
And
The
all your 17 other
Jaguars.
teams.
The Jaguars with the upset. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna tell y'all this. The Jaguars are gonna get the upset. Let's go.
You know, I would be happy. I'd be laughing if the Jaguars win.
I will cry of laughter if this happens because it is inexcusable. The Chargers are better than how that game turned out. They're much better than that.
If the Jaguars win, like the Chargers don't deserve to win the AFC West.
Okay, so KC win Jaguars. I think.
No,
Oh,
I was just saying Jaguars.
okay.
This is a revenge game. Go Chargers, go, baby.
All right, I'm the only one on the Jaguars. Okay. The LA Rams versus the Cardinals. Two teams who
Ram
look
it.
far worse than probably they actually are. I think the Cardinals are terrible. Like the Rams are great, but
bad.
the Cardinals are terrible.
They
And
are
it doesn't
bad.
really make any sense. Only thing I can chalk it up to is they're always terrible without DeAndre Hopkins for whatever reason.
When does he come back? What
Week
game?
week 7,
Week 7.
something like that. Probably week 7.
He comes back week 7. Yes.
So the Cardinals are terrible. And
I mean, they're just
they pay
terrible. They're terrible.
Those guys are knuckleheads.
And they pay Kyler. But anyway, go Rams. Is anybody going with the Cardinals in the grass?
I'll give it the old ram it because eventually, I mean, it's got to get better for the Rams, right? They can't be this inept to get shellacked week 1 and then almost let the gutless Falcons come back.
It almost looks like their playoff run.
But they won the Super Bowl. You dick.
They did. They almost choked it up plenty of times.
But almost doesn't count unless in horseshoes and hand grenades.
They won it. I'll give it to them.
But hey, at least it wasn't the "Welcome to the Jungle." See, right now, the Bengals are that comeback performance of Guns N' Roses at the VMAs when Axl Rose was really fat. And he was gassed after he ran to the stage because they're like, "Yep, here comes the jungle. Yeah, welcome to the jungle." Shut it.
Casey, who you got in this one?
I'm sorry.
Fat Axelrod.
Again.
Fat Axelrod. That's just Axelrod was always fat. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say that's just Axelrod. What's the
Well. Now he's fat with barbed wire.
what's the game again?
The Rams at the Cardinals.
I said ram it. You
Oh,
don't
I didn't hear
listen. You
you.
don't pay
My
attention.
bad. Falcons at the Seahawks.
You a terrible host.
I'm going with the Falcons.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
Both birds that just need shot at this point. I'm gonna go with the ATL because the Seahawks, they got their one win that they wanted, and boy, do the Broncos look real bad after losing to the Seahawks, and then the Seahawks got spanked. But yeah, give me the Falcons. Would you just let Kyle Pitts run free a little bit? Dude's good.
Yes, he's good. The Packers at the Buccaneers.
I'm going with Pete Carroll's gum.
I'm gonna go Buccaneers here. Buccaneers at home against the Packers.
Whoa! I didn't
Oh, you?
take the game with the birds.
Oh, my bad.
You are a
I mean,
terrible host.
With the birds.
Skipping you is like the funnest part of my job. So,
I hate birds.
You are a terrible host.
well, are you picking the Falcons or the Seahawks? Or are you just gonna pick the refs? And there was no need for me to come back to you anyway.
I'm picking the hunters. Whoever kills these fucking birds.
I hate birds in general. Like birds scare me.
He's
I have
picking
a-
Triple H in this one. Okay.
Hunter Hurst Helmsley. Yes.
Let's do 18.
Hunter
Okay,
Hurst Hawksley.
So I don't forget this time. Packers at Buccaneers. Casey, who you got? The Packers.
How much does a pirate pay to get his ears pierced?
a Buccaneer.
Yeah.
That's a terrible joke.
You shut your filthy whore mouth.
I'm going with the Buccaneers, baby. Tampa Tom, baby.
Yeah, I'm going with the Buccaneers as well.
Okay. Adam? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the immunized quarterback, is Aaron Rodgers. his Super Saiyan like immune system was gonna carry them to victory with the help of the Rogans of the Joseph. Because the other thing too, I don't think Tampa is as good as we thought because their defense is still solid.
Sir.
Their defense is still solid, but something's up with Tom. And I don't know if anybody has seen his press conferences. He's off. I think he's dealing with a lot of shit. Granted, I don't care, but you know it is what it is. But yeah, I'll go with the immunized Packers.
How dare you disrespect the Tampa Tom?
Okay.
I will disrespect all day.
Okay. 49ers. 49ers at Broncos. I'm going with the 49ers. I think Jimmy G is about to take the 49ers back to the playoffs because that's what he does.
Jimmy Grapes.
A guy who probably didn't deserve to lose his job in the first place because what has he really done wrong? But anyway,
he got hurt.
You suck.
Niners get the win.
Niner gang over here.
All right. Anybody picking the Broncos as bad as they look?
DJ, there's gold in them hills. Niners is a lot better with Jimmy Garoppolo. Nate, DJ should have traded for Lance. Bad pick. John Lynch should be on the hot seat. DJ, Niners, huge.
Casey, who you got?
Who the fuck was that?
Yeah, who was that?
It was
That's not Adam.
it was a playoff of one of the one of the Browns shows I listened to, the host was from the Bay Area, moved to Cleveland in like 2000, 2001, and he does this character which is supposed to be a playoff of his dad, and it's Nate Spumoni, watch me drink coffee. Nate, Niners gonna be big this year. There's gold in them hills. Nate.
What the hell? That's weird.
I like it. You shut your filthy trap, sir.
Maybe I need to listen to it because maybe it's not coming off, not coming as good from you. Maybe I need to listen to that.
Yeah. We also just like that sentence was, sir.
Hey, you can shut up over there.
Hey, earlier you were like, I think we should do the big League. We should do the big. So I'm like, okay, let's try that again and just go a little slower.
No, I was doing that on purpose because
Hey, holy cow! It could be. It might be. It is. Cubs win. You know, this reminds me back in the day when I used to do crank off of a certain type of lady of the evening. Hey, are you nuts? Lick a stamp, smoke a cigarette. That'll hold you over till dinner.
I'm going with the 1-1 team.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna go with Harry Carey.
I'm also going to go with Harry Carey. Whoever Harry Carey tells me to pick, I'm going to pick.
Wait, who's Harry Carey?
Hey, what? You uncultured brat! He is the drunkest and one of the greatest baseball announcers that ever lived. This is a guy that used to try to pronounce guys' names backwards on a live broadcast. Sir, I need you. When this podcast is over, you need to get on the YouTubes. You need to type in Harry Carey, and you need to listen to the greatness that is Budweiser's hot dogs and cigars.
Mr. Carey, who am I picking?
Well, I tell you, I can't even remember what the game was.
It's the Broncos and the 49ers.
Hey, I remember there was a time that I like to try to ride a Bronco, but it's not in animal form if you catch my drift. Hey. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Stop while you're ahead.
Monday Night Football, I suppose. The Cowboys at the Giants.
This is the inmate game of the week.
I'm going with the Giants. I think Wink's defense is Wink will give them a good defense. It's just that the offense can keep up. I don't hate Wink. I just hate his situational play calling. So that's the only thing. He will blitz at the wrong times. So Giants fans, be careful loving Wink right now. But I'm going with the Giants. I'm going with the Giants because the Cowboys are playing with a back.
All right, guys, it's 1st and 10, 3-man deep.
Justin, who you got?
I'm going with the Cowboys.
I forgot about that. Casey, why did he say it like that?
Did you forget about what I used to say about the Rams? I'm not going to say it.
Don't.
No.
Please don't.
I'm not. Because that's not even a noise a
don't.
ram makes. That's a goat or a sheep that makes that noise.
I'm going with the Giant Boys.
Yeah.
Hey, make a TikTok out of that.
You were a little too excited about that pick. I'm going with the Giant Boys.
Adam, you got?
Okay, but again, Casey, you have to pick the game.
Yeah, I did. I'm going with the Giant Boys.
Do you love what you just said there?
I do love the Giant Boys.
Hey, he admitted it.
Hey, I remember a time back in the day when I had myself a giant boy.
Is it because they're taller than you?
Well, I don't know what that refers to, but you know what they say about men with big shoes.
What's
What
that?
do they
man?
say?
What do they
What
say?
do what do they say?
Big feet.
Alex,
Okay, I'm gonna go with the G man because Brian Dable's fat and he makes me smile.
that's a pretty
He's
name.
fat. He's fat.
Even though I think Daniel Jones is a terrible fucking QB, he's got this team playing, and the Cowboys is. By the way, I think this time old Danny Dink and Dunk is gonna scramble for a long run. He's actually gonna stay on his feet this time.
I'm Danny Dimes.
Hi, I'm Danny Dimes. Not to be confused with Harry Carey.
But that'll do it for the picks. As always, definitely hope you guys enjoy.
And remember, Casey is going to pick the who?
The giant man boys.
You can watch us on YouTube and Facebook.
People are
You
going
can
like,
watch us on
I
Spotify,
bet
Apple
people
Podcast, and
tuned out.
Or-
by-
Or report us to the authorities. Do whatever you
yes.
want.
especially Casey specifically. But anyway,
Yes.
bye
yes.
y'all. But see y'all next time. Yeah.